Hey everyone, it's been quite a while, almost 6 years to be exact. I hope anyone watching this is doing well today. What brings me back into YouTube is quite a long story and it may come around at some time. However, what I want to talk about in this video is perceived disrespect. I have heard it quite a few times, and it's an issue I'm having trouble wrapping my head around, is that somehow me existing as an atheist or me having ideas and opinions as an atheist is inherently disrespectful to those that hold on to religious beliefs. I personally do not mind what people believe as long as it's not harming others or interfering in day-to-day lives of everyone else. However, I also am free to express my own opinions as you are to express yours. You can't go 10 minutes in this country without hearing something about God, somebody invoking God or the scriptures. You can't drive more than 20 minutes in any given direction without running into at least one church. Social media, YouTube and all that is inundated with religious posts and religious talk. If that's all fine and okay, why does it suddenly become disrespectful for an atheist to share their opinions about the same subject? Just because I do not believe the same things you do does not mean that my ideas about the things you believe are disrespectful. There is a difference between critiquing an idea and critiquing the person. I am not one that's above insults, but usually they're only reciprocated if someone insults me first, and that's a different story, and I really don't want to get into all that here. But unless I or any other atheist is personally insulting you, attacking and critiquing a religion is not a direct personal attack on you. It cannot be in any way considered disrespectful to share my ideas on my own personal pages. It just can't be. There is no way to misconstrue me sharing my view as being disrespectful to your view, even if my view is in contrast to your view. There is just no way to reconcile that, because it's not. I, again, have the same freedom to you too. You are free to go to any church you want. You are free to go to any mosque you want. You are free to read any religious book you want. And you are free to hold any belief you want. You are also free to express any belief you want in any way you want. That's one of the beautiful things about living in the modern world, is that we have that privilege of doing that. But the same as you are free to hold any belief that you want and to express it in any way you want, I am free to express my beliefs. I am free to say that I don't believe in certain things, or even to decry the stories in the Bible or the Bible itself as fictional. Me saying that I believe that something in the Bible is fictional, or that the Bible as a whole is fictional, or that a religious theology is fictional itself, does not mean that I am insulting you. You do not have to have anything other than a belief in a God to be a person that can have this conversation. But as soon as you start saying that I'm disrespecting your belief by simply having my own beliefs and maybe even countering or asking questions about yours, the conversation breaks down. When I post on my own accounts about my religious views and my views on theology and about my atheism, it's because I want to start a conversation. I want to have these conversations. Maybe you could be the one that actually, convinces me that your particular God exists. I'm a truth seeker, and I like to have those conversations to potentially find truth. Now, I don't get why that would be such a bad thing. I would think everybody would want to be engaged in open, honest conversations. I know very many atheists that I could have conversations with all day long. Problem is, when I have these conversations with atheists, we might differ on details and different subsets of a subject, but we for the most part agree on our ideas about religious, that we don't hold belief. Some of us sure believe that no gods exist, some of us simply lack belief. But those conversations really don't lend themselves to learning and growing. I much rather engage with those who hold opposing ideas than I do. I much rather engage with the literature of those who hold opposing ideas than I do. I want to gather as much information as possible. Why don't you? Why is hearing someone don't believe the things you believe so scary to you that you automatically don't listen to anything and just call it disrespectful? If I'm being disrespectful, you'll know it. Me simply expressing my lack of belief, or my belief that some of the things you think or believe is false, is not disrespectful on its own, and not personally to you at all. If I call the Bible fictitious, and I make no bones about that, I think for the most part the Bible is a fictional book. That is not disrespectful to you as a person. It might hurt your religious sensibilities and even might make you squirm a little bit because someone doesn't believe in the Bible and the scriptures as you do. But that's not an insult to you, and there is no way that is disrespectful to you. I am allowed to exist. I am allowed to have my own opinions. This kind of thought is what led to the church killing atheists and Muslims and other non-believers and heathens for centuries until they no longer could, because the Western world woke up and said, enough of that. Seriously, I am not being disrespectful when I say I don't believe the same things as you do. You believe in God. Cool, let's have a conversation about that. I do not. Me saying I do not is not disrespectful to you. I do not get where this idea comes from, and I will never understand it. Anyway, that's all I got to say for now on this subject. Stay tuned, more is coming. Hopefully the book is done this month. Peace.